Hello, on to the semi-finals now for the Champions League competition. So out of the 4 games was some surprising results, some great storylines, some bizarre storylines. So let's get to it. Let's review those games there and see what the games are coming up and the odds, and I'll give you my score predictions. So first up, PSG were able to knock out Atalanta 2-1. Mario Pulisic managed to score 26 minutes in. PSG fought a late fight back there, right into stoppage time to equalise with Marquinhos in the 90th minute, and then Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting 93rd minute to somehow not just salvage the game, but end up winning it in normal time. Could have gone to extra time if it wasn't for that second goal, but they just did it. Bam, bam, and they advance. So 17-9 shots for PSG, 6-4 on target, 63% possession. But the Italian sides, Atalanta, who scored 98 goals in their regular Serie A campaign, came up short when it really mattered the most here. Leipzig, 2-1 winners against Atletico Madrid. You could say this game was the least amount of drama involved in it. Dario Oma scoring in the 50th minute, and Tyler Adams, the American, scoring in the 88th minute. 10-9 shots and 4-3 on target for Leipzig. But Leipzig, impressive journey for them, fighting from the 5th tier all the way up to the Bundesliga, only been a club for 11 odd years, and to somehow be in the semi-finals now on this competition is impressive stuff. And now for the shocking scoreline, with Bayern Munich winning 8-2 against Barcelona. Involve a couple of goals from Thomas Müller, Ivan Perisic, Serge Gnabry, Joshua Kimmich, Robert Lewandowski, as well as 2 from a former player of Barcelona, with Philip Coutinho. For Barcelona, Dani Alba get an own goal early on in the game to make it 1-1, and Luis Suarez brought it back to 4-2 in the second half there. But yeah, completely outplayed and just gave up as well too, it seemed like, in the end. 26-7 shots for Bayern Munich and 14-5 on target. Makes my Chelsea team feel a lot better there, as we lost 7-1, and that was on 2 leads against Bayern Munich, and Barcelona lose by 6 in 1 match there. So we lost against the most impressive side in this Champions League campaign to date. And Lyon surprised at Manchester City, 3-1. Maxwell Cornet opening their scoring for Lyon. Kevin De Bruyne equalising for Manchester City on the hour mark. Moses Dembele managed to get a couple of goals as well too. 18-7 shots for Manchester City, 7-6 on target, had 72% of the ball as well too, but they were caught on the break a few times, and that cost them very, very dearly. So that sets up 2 semi-final matches. The first one, which kicks off tomorrow, which is between Leipzig and PSG, and the other one being Lyon against Bayern Munich. But yeah, for those quarter-final matches, I originally backed PSG to win 2-1 against Atalanta. Managed to get that one bang on somehow in the end. I went for Atletico Madrid though to defeat Leipzig, so I was one on that one. Went for Bayern Munich against Barcelona, but I only went for a 3-1 scoreline, not a crazy 8-2 game. And Lyon ended up winning against Manchester City. I backed Manchester City, as Lyon had 10-1 odds to win the game there. But I suppose could have seen it coming, as they have done it before against them. So maybe it's just a bit of a bogey match for Manchester City, or the Champions League competition in general. So Leipzig against PSG, some insights for this game. It's the first competitive meeting between the two. Both sides aiming for their first ever final. Leipzig will be the 7th different German side to reach the final, and PSG be the first French side to reach the showpiece since Monaco in the 2003-2004 season. PSG progressing from 3 of the European knockout ties with German opponents, including Dortmund in the last 16. PSG reached the semi-finals first since the 94-95 season, losing to AC Milan 3-0 on aggregate. Only one previous 7 French teams have reached the semi-finals has reached the final, which was Monaco. PSG found the nets in the past 33 Champions League appearances, only one behind the record of Real Madrid of 34. Scoring all the time, PSG, but somehow just not able to make it deep in this competition. And last team to stop them was Manchester City back in the 2016 quarter-final appearance. Well, for the Lyon Bayern Munich match there, give you the insights for this game. Bayern Munich and Lyon will meet in the European competition for the 9th time, with the German side winning 4 of the previous 8 games, drawing 2 and losing 2. The last time that they met in the Champions League semi-finals, Bayern are winning 4-0 on aggregate in the 2009-2010 season. This will be Bayern Munich's 12th appearance in the semi-finals of the Champions League, with only Real Madrid's 13 having reached the final 4 of the competition on more occasions. The German side have failed to progress from each of the last 4 semi-finals since winning the competition in 2012-2013. Lyon manager Rudy Garcia is looking to become just the second French manager to lead a French team to the Champions League final, following Driver Deschamps with Monaco back in the 03-04 season. Bayern Munich are just the second sides in the Champions League history to win their first 9 games in a campaign, which was Barcelona 02-03, a 1 of 9, whilst the victory in this match was see them equal the longest winning run in the competition's history, which was 10, set by Bayern Munich in 2013 and Real Madrid in 2015. And Lyon midfielder Hosam Aouar has assisted 7 goals in his 14 appearances in the Champions League since his debut season in the competition in 18-19 season. Only Kylian Mbappe with 10 and Wehas Mahrez 8 have more assists. So things all pointing towards for Bayern Munich to come up triumph in this game here. And I am going to go for them. They are the big favourites at $1.20, $7 for the draw, $11 for Lyon. Bayern Munich, I believe, have managed to win their last 20 odd matches in a row, so that's just unbelievable form. Well, for Lyon, they have done bits and pieces in this competition, managing to defend quite well, and has ultimately managed to get them somehow into the semi-finals after originally finishing 7th place in their own domestic French league. However, I'm not going to go for a big thrashing scoreline for Bayern Munich here, as I think they'll get a little bit of a reality check and to actually have to fight hard to win this match here instead of walking over the opponents. So I'm going to go for them, but just with a 2-1 scoreline here. And the other game, Leipzig and PSG. Leipzig, don't even remember where they finished on the Bundesliga, so maybe I'll just have a brief look, if I can, on the table. But PSG comfortably winning the French league once again. It didn't quite come to a completion this season because of COVID. They decided to just call it as it is and hand them the trophy once again. Of course, they were going to win it anyway, as it's just a one-team competition, you could say, at least in the last 10 years or so. But you could say the same thing for the Bundesliga, because Bayern Munich have been quite dominant in that competition as well too. So here it is, Leipzig, they finished 3rd in Germany, just 3 points behind second place Dortmund. So they've done quite well, being a reasonably new club, formed just 11 years ago, working their way up the divisions, and people don't really like the club because of the finance system about it. I am going to go for PSG to win this match here and make the final. I'm going to go for a 3-2 scoreline. So that will set up Bayern Munich against PSG in this year's Champions League final. Who would have ever predicted that? 2 French clubs and 2 German clubs to make it this far in the competition. Quite a difference revamp, as we've seen the English sides dominate last season, and generally you see some Spanish clubs do quite well as well too. So mate, mixes things up. Hopefully you enjoy the semi-final matches coming up. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment below your thoughts, predictions for these upcoming games, and tell me other things that you might want to know about this competition. Cheers.